Welcome, guys. It's Mike again, and it's Friday, Frog Friday. We have a Frog Fest today. Happy Frog Friday, guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the DW9900-GF-9JF, aka the Red Eye. As you can see, I don't have anything on my wrist today because it will be this guy's day today. I'm going to be wearing this guy today, and as you saw there, that may happen a few times in this video, guys, because as you can see, the Frogman is on the right and it isn't usually, it's on the left. But anyway, more into that later. What I want to do today, guys, is I want to give you a review of this frog, but I'm not going to give you a comprehensive review like I would normally do. What I want to do is give you a comparison review with the 1000 series and the D series, and also my titanium MRG Frogman here. The reason why I'm not going to give you a comprehensive review, guys, is because Watchup 69 Mr Rangeman has a great review. His name's Phill. Phill is a good friend of mine, and he has a great review on this watch, and it would just be the best thing for you if you want to go and get a review of this, a detailed prescriptive review of this watch. He has the absolute best review to go and see, so I'm going to link in the description below, and you can go and check out this Frogman in so much depth and detail that yeah, I wouldn't do it that justice. But anyway, on with my comparison review. So let me give you some stats about this frog firstly, guys. So the case is 46.35 mil, and it's a full tie case. The lug to lug is a 41.77 mil. The lug width is a 31.35 mil, and that tapers down to a very comfortable 20 mil there on the strap. Yeah, the height is 15.89 mil. So as you can tell already, this is one of the smaller frogs. Now, this frog was launched, well, this model, the DW9900, was launched in 1999. This particular iteration of the DW9900 came out in 2001, and you know, I've heard the name Red Eye mentioned a few times. So this is the nickname which is given to this frog due to the subdial there being red. So you know, it wasn't a very popular frog, and the reason I feel it wasn't popular is because of its size. It's small, guys. It's a smaller Frogman, and ironically, in these days, if someone is looking to buy a Frogman and wear a Frogman, the first thing they say is, could I pull it off with my wrist size, because you know, these guys are bigger, and I'll do the comparison and show you in a little bit. But you know, the normal thought is, you know, I don't think I can pull a Frogman off because it's just too big. Well, this is a small one, so it's a shame. It's weird that you know, it wasn't very popular, but I think it is because of its size at the time. But now it would be very popular because of its size, right? A couple of little interesting facts here. One I found out, and there's almost zero information about this Frogman online, guys. As you know, I got this, if you watch my unboxing, I got this from a very good friend of mine. Shout out to Hero. Hero blessed me with this frog for my birthday, so thank you very much for that, Hero. I will cherish this. This is a collection keeper in this beautiful condition, and it made its way all the way from Japan. You know, so another lovely thing about this Frogman. So here's the thing, guys. The end of that strap is unique to the 9900 with this single hole there. That's one thing, but if you see, it looks a little bit like a shark fin, and that was deliberate. That's one of the little facts I found out. It was made like that because it resembles a shark's fin. Don't know, it's one of those facts, right? I found it out when I was doing the review, and I thought I'd add it in there for you. It does have a very interesting backlight as well, but let me just go through the modes, guys. You've seen me do this before on this particular module. This module is the 2016 module, and it does have a very interesting in fact, it's interesting, but it's, you know, not as detailed as these two guys, but let's just go through it real quick. So normal timekeeping. Now this site has different, these sites are different dive sites, popular dive sites around the world, and they will take up your world time. So what I've done is I've manipulated, put my teeth in, I've manipulated one. I manipulated the Red Sea dive site and changed it to GBR, so it is now my world time in the GBR, my GBR setting in the world time zone, which for obvious reasons I put my world time zones at GBR. Next is the ID, and you can put your name and other details in there. I believe this was made because back in the early 2000s, like late 90s and early 2000s, it would be something that you would do. You would put your identification in your wristwatch, especially if you were diving. In case of any emergency, somebody would be able to get your details and contact, find out what they need to about you and contact loved ones and that kind of thing. So it's an emergency thing, right? Signal, obviously you can hear that mine is on. That is a countdown timer and a stopwatch, and that is pretty much it. It goes there. There are a few more things, guys. It does have a dive meter button, and you obviously you can use it for diving. It's a very good watch to be used for diving, and I would seriously go to Watchup 69. Sorry, Phill. Watchup 69. Mr Rangeman. Go to his link I'm going to provide below and check out his review of this watch, because it is detailed and prescriptive, and it's everything you need to know about this watch. So let me give you a quick wrist shot. Obviously this is one I'm going to be wearing today. And another thing about these older watches, guys, is they made the straps a lot smaller. They've made them bigger now, or not a lot longer, but JDM market, and you'll find that the watches are suited for a smaller wrist when they come from the JDM market. It's just a natural thing, right? But there it is, guys, on my 7 1/4 wrist. Lovely piece, and it's sunny here today. I will be donning this today all day after this review. So on with the comparison. So in terms of size, guys, I'm going to first compare this to the 1000, because that is the next size up, right? So here we have, get it in this orientation, there we go. So here we have the GWF 1035F. This is the 35th anniversary Frogman, and as you can see, it is definitely bigger. And there's a good size comparison for you. I'll bring it right up to the screen so you can see, and pan right out as well. I'll give you some stats to compare as well. So the case size on the 1000 is a 52mm. The lug to lug is a 50mm, right? So you've got case size here of 46.35, case size here of 52mm. Lug to lug on this one is 41.77. Lug to lug here is 50mm. Okay, so next we have the lug width. Lug width here on this one was 31.35mm. Lug width here, and interestingly, lug width here is slightly smaller at 30mm. They both taper down to 20. The height on this guy is 18, on the 1000 is 18mm, whereas the height on the DW9900 is 15.89mm. The weight, and this is the big one, 115 grams on the 1000 series and 69 grams on the DW9900. So there is a big difference there, guys. Big difference. They share some details, but overall this is bigger and heavier. And I think if you're worried about the size of a Frogman and wanted to be able to pull one off on because you have a smaller wrist, this is the size to go for. It's a great Frogman. They're not easy to find, but when you do find them, there are plenty of strap options. Incidentally, the yellow one is very, very hard to find, and the yellow straps are very hard to find. This GF-9JF model is very difficult to find in very good condition, and this one was all the way from Japan, so just a note for you there. And another comparison is the D1000, so the D series, and here I am using the GWF D1035B-1JR, right? And this guy, let's do the comparison here. So I'll give you the stats on the D series. So the D series is a 53 mil, so that's even well, the case size 53.3 mil, so that's 1.3 mil bigger than the 1000. The lug to lug is 50 mil again, so they share that size, they share the lug to lug size. The lug width is 30 mil, tapering down to 20 mil on the strap, so they share that size too, guys. The height is 18 mil, so the height of the D series and the height of the 1000 series are the same, but still bigger than the height on the DW9900, which is 15.9 mil, 89 mil. And the weight, of course, being the bigger frog, this is definitely the heaviest in the bunch, and it's 141 grams compared to the 115 grams of the 1000 series and the 69 grams of the DW9900. So there you have it, guys. There is a full comparison. Now, just to add, well, insult to injury, let's compare the titanium Frogman, because the titanium Frogman is very interesting. It's roughly the same size, case size, right? So if we look at the two together, you can see they're not too far from each other in terms of case size. So the case on the titanium Frogman is 46 mil, and it's only just 46.35 mil bigger on this one. I think that would be a lot, have a lot to do with the shape and where it's been measured from, and you know, it's you know, very close, very close. The lug to lug 44 mil on the titanium frog, just slightly bigger here than the lug to lug on the DW9900, which is 41.77 mil. The lug width 27 mil, tapering down to a minute 16 mil. So this is super comfortable, and it's all titanium, so it's very light, right? Just for a reminder, the lug width on this guy on the DW9900 was 31.35 mil, tapering down to 20 mil. So comfortable, yes, very comfortable and very light for the titanium. And the weight, so full titanium, the weight of the MRG Frogman is 122.4 grams compared to the weight of the DW9900, which is 69 grams. So it's a great comfortable frog to wear. There's a good comparison for you in case you are wondering. And I think, you know, it's a great frog, even for someone like me who has, you know, a relatively average to slightly larger wrist. But if you're in that sort of like 7 and under inch category on your wrist, this is perfect. The DW9900, perfect frog to go for. And as I say, in the other iterations in terms of resin and other models, there are a few out there. It's just that this yellow one, this GF-9JF model, very, very hard to find and very, very difficult to find in great condition. And this is in perfect condition, guys. And it's just had a battery change as well, because I spoke to Steve from JTM, who was the original person in Japan who sent it, original owner in Japan who sent it. He had the battery change just before he sent it out. So this is going to be good for a while. So guys, that was a very quick, not as prescriptive as Watchup 69 Mr Rangeman's review, but another review of this beautiful frog nonetheless. I'm going to put links to the links in the description to his site and to his particular page where he covered his particular vid where he covered this frog. And yeah, enjoy, guys. So I'll be wearing this. In fact, I'm going to put this on right now because it is Frog Friday. and this is my Frogman of choice today. So guys, there it is. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Oh, in fact, nope, I can't leave it there. What haven't I done? I haven't given you a wrist shot, a Lume shot. So let's just do that real quick. Get it in focus. And you can see there's a beautiful design of a frogman, a frog in the back with his scuba tank. And it does have, you press and hold the light, it does have the tilt function. So there you go, guys. Very good model to get if you can find one in good condition. Well, there it is, guys. Happy Frog Friday. Wear all of your timepieces in the very best of health, guys. And until next time, take care.